million. These are the number of people in Africa who don't have access to engagement.
It is my singular honor to join you today at the 6th African Digital Health Summit, a gathering that underscores the growing recognition that digital health is not merely a technical convenience, but a compelling instrument to achieve universal health coverage. As World Health Organization has rightly stated, digital health is the foundation upon which a resilient, equitable, and people-centered health system can be built across our countries in Africa and across the entire world. The theme of this summit, from pilots to scale, growing Africa digital health innovation ecosystem, challenges us to confront a difficult truth that across Africa, we have witnessed a proliferation of digital health pilots over the past decades. Governments, development agencies, donors, and implementing partners have invested in innovative solutions to strengthen health systems and improve service delivery. Yet, too many of these initiatives remain fragmented, donor-dependent, or confined to pilot phases. We have accumulated a rich portfolio of proof-of-concept projects, but we have not sufficiently translated these into sustained, country-owned, scale solutions that reach every citizen who needs care. The question before us is no longer whether digital health works. We know it works. The question is how we move from promising pilots to national impact. Under the Renew Hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, which is being operationalized in the health sector through the Health Sector Renewal Investment Initiative, digital health has been identified as a cross-cutting, indispensable enabler. Nigeria has therefore already made some progress, which are not just mere aspirations, but measurable outcomes that demonstrate our readiness to scale. In November 2024, the National Council on Health approved the Digital in Health Initiative as a core pillar of the Nigerian Health Sector Renewal Investment Initiative. This resulted in the development of the Nigeria Digital Health Architecture, endorsed in June 2025 by all states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory. The National Digital Health Architecture defines the building blocks that every digital health system must align with, provides for the Nigeria Health Client Registry to be anchored on the National Identification Number, the Nigeria Health Facility Registry, the Health Worker Registry, standardized terminologies including ICD-11, DICOM, and SNOMED CT, and also the Health Information Exchange with a shared health record. These are not abstract concepts. They are operational framework that are being implemented now. A costed 5-year implementation work plan has since been developed to ensure accountability, provide real-time budget control, optimize resource allocation, and prevent cost overruns. As it stands today, Nigeria has a digital health project management document that puts side by side project activities, timeline, and financial requirements. We have carried out an assessment of the penetration of electronic medical records across our federal tertiary hospitals, which revealed significant progress of an average adoption rate of 74.5% and demonstrate clearly that these institutions can absorb digital health platforms at scale. The Nigerian Health Worker Registry has been operational since 2020. We are currently upgrading our integrated human resource information system from version 4.3 to 5.0 in order to enhance data visualization, interoperability, and functionality. The Open Logistic Management Information System, OpenLNIS, has been deployed across 835 cold chain stores and all 774 local government areas, replacing legacy tools. It now serves as the primary source of vaccine stock data with over 92% weekly usage and has achieved notable reduction in vaccine expires and stockout through real-time tracking and proactive redistribution. The electronic immunization registry for routine immunization and adverse events following immunization reporting is also being rolled out nationwide. We have engaged the communication sector to support our digital health ambition. In January 2025, we convened a high-level workshop with key telecommunication stakeholders, including Airtel, Akis, Ecomsat, INK, and others. These institutions committed to sharing geo-coordinates of telecom infrastructure, capability matrices, and fiber optic capable information to support digital health implementation in underserved areas. The legal and regulatory foundation for digital health is also being established. The Nigerian Data Protection Act 2023 provides comprehensive protection for personal health information. Healthcare stakeholders are now classified as data controllers of major importance, requiring registration and compliance with strict data protection standards. The Digital Health Service Bill, which will establish a comprehensive legal framework for regulating the digital health sector, including mandatory licensing for digital health service providers and system interoperability requirements, is receiving attention of the legislative arm and has its first reading in the House of Representatives in March 2025. Let me use this opportunity to thank our legislators and call on them to accelerate actions on this bill and other legislative enablement to support the vision of the federal government to make digitization the sine qua non of our healthcare system. Our commitment to primary healthcare digitalization is equally clear. Through the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, the federal government of Nigeria and the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria have committed to digitize 20% of primary healthcare centers per year starting in 2026. NPHCDA is leading the development of a unified electronic community health information system for community health workers to ensure that no Nigerian is left behind in our digital health transformation. Under HOPE PHC program, $525 million United States dollars has been committed to primary healthcare strengthening with digital health as a core component. Disbursement link indicator 11 under HOPE PHC significantly incentivizes states to adopt the national digital health architecture and integrate core health functions with states that achieve specific annual milestones qualify to receive financial reward. This performance-based approach is to drive performance and stewardship. At the continental level, Nigeria has been elected as a co-chair of the Tech Health Hub Africa Intergovernmental Working Group. We are already implementing two of the four recommendations of the both policy blueprints endorsed by the Health Tech Policy Summit in Kigali. This is Nigeria demonstrating leadership to action. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have taken time to highlight what has happened in Nigeria, not only to show progress, but to also underscore the compelling need to always evaluate ourselves and be constantly reminded that this is a marathon and not a dash. It is therefore for us to recognize that the finish line for our digital health transformation agenda is still far, and we are still faced with a lot of challenges which we must collectively confront. We are to build a truly resilient, accessible, and people-centered health system for our country. The multiplicity of parallel health information systems operated by various health programs and donors whose data do not talk to each other must be confronted. The National Data Repository and other systems that use different patient identifiers and different facility lists must be corrected. The fragmentation prevents continuity of care. It wastes resources through duplication and undermines our ability to make evidence-based decisions. Without a unified approach, we cannot achieve the vision of one patient, one health record. 43% of our PHC completely lacks electricity, with most of the remaining 56% enjoying an average of 5 hours of electricity per day, and 60% of our rural areas have no internet connectivity. Without reliable power and connectivity, digital health cannot reach the population that needs it most. We have made progress through initiatives like the Rural Electrification Project, now being institutionalized through the Nigeria Power for Health Initiative and the Nigeria Broadband Plan, but the gap remains substantial. Connectivity must be treated as a fundamental right for healthcare delivery, not a luxury. Currently, the Nigeria health tech ecosystem is not accustomed to using standards and codes because there are no local demands for the same. Many existing digital systems cannot exchange data with each other. The absence of a national health information exchange makes it nearly impossible for any single individual or healthcare provider to integrate seamlessly with hospitals, laboratories, pharmacies, and emergency services. Without interoperability, digital health solutions remain islands of excellence in a sea of fragmentation. We must therefore operationalize a terminology server to enable a health information exchange that receive meaningful data that are not fragmented or redundant and that ensure care coordination. Have also made significant, we also have significant deficit in terms of number, skill, and the career growth in human resources for digital health. Our assessment of the health ICT workforce revealed relatively low levels of knowledge among health workers on ICT-related issues, with over 50% deficiency in knowledge in most knowledge areas and significant urban, rural, and regional differences. Health information professional training is limited, and the established career path for digital health specialists needs optimization. We therefore need to develop, deploy, and sustain a cadre of health information professionals who can design, implement, and maintain digital health systems technology as a strong intervention for the people who use it. And then there's the elephant in the room, funding. Digital health environment in Nigeria has relied heavily on donor funding for infrastructure and implementation. Many of these investments do not extend beyond pilot phase. The transition from donor dependency to domestically financed sustainable system is a challenge we must address collectively. While the HOPE PAC program and the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund provide some resources, the scale of investment required for nationwide digitization exercise far exceeds allocation. We need innovative financing mechanisms and strong public-private partnerships. These challenges are significant, but they are not insurmountable. They require a collective response. The transition from pilot to scale requires more than policy frameworks and technical architectures. It requires investment, partnerships, and sustained political commitment. It requires us to sing our praises where progress has been made and to speak honestly about the gaps that remain. The Nigerian digital health architecture and its architectural reforms present a unique moment in Nigerian health sector for transformation. The architecture exists, the standards are defined, the facing is clear, and it is costed. The systems are ready to converge. What's come next is not a technology project, but an act of national will, sustained across government, aligned across donors, owned by Nigeria, and built for Nigerians. As the NDHA forcing document states, the dots have always been there. Decades of investment have built something remarkable, a health information ecosystem that, despite its fragmentation, reaches millions of patients. It tracks diseases at scale and supports one of the most complex public health programs on the continent. The NDHA is the moment those investments are made up to act. I therefore call on all stakeholders represented in this hall to do three things. First, align your digital health investment with the national digital health architecture. The NDHA is the agreed framework. Investment that do not align with it will only perpetuate fragmentation that we seek to overcome. Second, support state-level adoption and implementation. States are the engines of service delivery, and without their full participation, digital health cannot reach the communities that need it most. And thirdly, invest in infrastructure, capacity building, and innovation. Technology is only as strong as the people who use it and the infrastructure that support it. The key area of possible domestic investment to grow digital health to grow digital healthcare is in the use of our pension fund resources. As we know, the NHA Act of 2022 provides for universal health coverage through mandatory health insurance for all Nigerians. For health insurance coverage to grow rapidly, be managed efficiently, and provide robust and comprehensive digital health infrastructure is indispensable. Investing our pension fund in digital health care will not only drive universal health coverage and better secure the health of Nigerians, especially pensioners who tend to need more health care. It will also provide good returns on investment through premium payments at scale. I therefore call on the National Pension Commission and the pension fund administrators to look in the way of digital health in their investment portfolio. Our plan is costed and required an estimated investment of about 500 billion in capital and operational costs over the next 5 years. For our development partners, I say this: Nigeria under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has the human and capital potentials to leapfrog other regions in Africa in health data interoperability. The architecture exists and the political will is present. What we need is your partnership in implementation. In the private sector, and all of you innovators who are here present, we are opening our system and creating pathways for you to contribute. Our role is to convene, to provide standards, and open government systems where appropriate. We want to bring innovators into our early design conversations, not just procurement conversations. And to our state governments, the incentives are available. The Hope PAC DLI 11 framework provides financial rewards for NDHA adoption and integration, and invite you to take advantage of this opportunity and to also put your money where your mouth is with budgetary prioritization of digital health infrastructure. And to the healthcare workforce, I say digital tools are designed to support you, not replace you. Your skills and dedication remain the foundation of our health system. I congratulate the organizers of this summit for bringing together the best minds in digital health from across Africa in the world. Discussion we will have over the next 2 days on interoperability, data governance, financing, and innovation will shape the next phase of Africa's digital health transformation. I look forward to the insight, the partnership, and commitment that will emerge from this deliberation. It is now my honor and privilege to declare the sixth Africa Digital Health Summit officially open. I wish you all a productive and impactful contribution
to set up the health energy in the health sector. That very day, you almost have almost